Oh, yeah, baby. Hello. Welcome to Friday night in capitalist America, everyone. Clark the Shark Show, the most imitated talk radio show probably in history, you guys. I admit, I rip off Howard Stern and Hush Bimbo and, Hannity. Especially Michael Savage. You guys know that because back in, I think the first time I heard the Michael Savage show was 1999 or 2000. I think it was 99, maybe even 98. But when Bush versus Gore happened, I was listening to Savage, and he had this New York accent. It was amazing, you guys. He had incredible skills. Hush Bimbo didn't have the skills of a Michael Savage, and neither does Mark Levin. And, Hannity improved over the years. He was really bad in the beginning, but then it's like he hired a staff to help him or something, write all this shit on the side, the talking points, the list of funny things to say and do that everyone has, And then over the years, other guys like Greg Gutfeld, who probably doesn't write his own shit. Let's be honest. I don't know if he does or doesn't. And Tucker, of course, who's kind of funny and ironic and irreverent. And then the left-wing people, on the other side, like Anderson Pooper, and there's nothing there, you guys, with them. Bill Maher, that just no talent, worthless, not ironic or funny, useless, you guys. And then one of the earliest guys in the game long ago, I shouldn't say he was early, Hush Bimbo was before, but is a guy named Jim Rome, a sports guy like at ESPN, or he was on some radio either in San Diego or Los Angeles talking about sports, and he was really funny back in the 90s, early 90s, I think 1992 or 93, maybe even before, you guys. He's a big influence on Clark the Shark. I haven't listened to him in years, and then a lot of these guys peter out, and they go liberal because their bosses are liberal, and I'm not trying to brainwash people to hate liberals. I really fucking hate liberals. Me, Clark the Shark, I'm not kidding around. I really do. But liberals from the 60s, that was another vanished time. The Vietnam War, and it was a different kind of liberalism. You had guys like David Crosby, CSNY, and, Joan Baez. Those liberals, I don't like them either, but they're fucking kind of cool compared to today's liberals. And we're all looking for the white picket fence, you guys. We're all the same at the end. When we die, we go see God. Nobody's liberal then. People are, what they say. It takes a real man to be liberal. How do they say it? Anyone can be like a Christian when you're dying, but it takes a real man to be a Christian when you're living. Or you could say that about liberal too, or, but we all end up like, how they say there's no atheists in the trenches. And it really is true. When you are facing the great beyond, and it could be a black void, I would say about 99% of everyone suddenly believes in God, even if you don't believe in Jesus or whatever, Mohammed or Buddha or Confucius or I don't know, you guys. But everyone suddenly believes in God and starts praying when you're faced with death, or you got cancer and you only got 3-4 months to live. Now, there are some liberals that are defiant right to the very end, I think the guy Voltaire was like that. And then at the very end, he tried to pray, and who knows? Maybe God gave him kudos for that, But me, Clark the Shark, I'm torn. I do believe in God, and I pray all the time. But I sometimes during the day, I'm like, why the hell do, I'm like, even me, Clark the Shark, I'm just confused because I look at this fucked up world. And I'm sure this band, the United States of America, these communists, atheists, secular liberals back in the 60s, they had that view too when they made this amazing, one of the most incredible albums ever recorded, in my view, my humble view, your humble servant, the not so humilified. Humility. I don't know how to take humility and make it a plural or an adjective, whatever you call it, or a pronoun, super pronoun, or, how do you humility? I guess you say humilified, but you guys know me, Clark the Shark. I'm not humble, and I'm not, there's no humility, because for me, Clark the Shark, I'm like El Rushbo. I can kick anyone's ass with one half of my brain tied behind my back. And I let all of you know all the time, just in case you want to go one-on-one at Starbucks with Clark the Shark, I could fucking drop the mic on Eminem, baby, or Eazy-E, or Jim Rome, Greg Gutfeld, El Rushbo, Hannity, Howard Stern. They'd have to start calling me names, baby, like a liberal always does when they lose the argument or debate. And you are certainly going to lose against Clark the Shark, just as the South Bay, Redondo Beach knows. And I'm not saying I'm better or greater than all of you. It's just that I've suffered, maybe more. I don't know. A lot of you have suffered too. And you let me know in emails and dude, my dad has cancer. I have cancer. I'm suffering. And suffering, though, isn't like you got a broken leg or bad knees or you have cancer. Suffering is this other thing where you're perfectly healthy and people hate you and they treat you like shit just because you're 5'6" or something. That's suffering. If you're 6'3" and you're good looking and you're some guy that can meet girls and get laid, dude, you don't fucking suffer, and you don't know suffering like a guy that's 5'6". Now, there are 5'6" guys like my brother Paul who could get laid and meet girls. But he suffered somehow. He was always doing drugs and had addictions. And I respect and revere and regard my brother Paul's suffering, even if it was stupid to a lot of people in the South Bay. They just thought he was a junkie and a loser and he died that way. I kind of think that too, but I don't really. I'm kind of like, I appreciate suffering, you guys. And there's a lot of conservatives that are like, suck it up, buttercup, man up, drop and do 100 and just go out there every day and kick some ass. You can do that, dude, but you're going to fucking die just the same as a liberal at the end of the day. And there's these conservative Republicans that end up, they say they're so high and mighty, or I don't know, they try to be ironic or funny like me, Clark the Shark, too. But they have this thing where they're like, let the free market decide, baby. High rent and high inflation and expensive shit is all part of the game, Sharky, and you got to tolerate it and accept it. You know how liberals love high rent, high inflation. They love expensive stuff, so everything's miserable and everyone suffers. And we go, oh, well, that's because the liberals and Democrats are communists and they're atheists and they're secular modernists and that's their version of suck it up, buttercup. Well, the Republicans and conservatives on the other side, they end up even more communist and more liberal in their own twisted world way, you guys, because on that side of the aisle, in some way, they're like, Sharky, if rent's $3,000 a month, you got to suck it up, man, and get tough and pay that $3,000 a month. So at the end of the day, you guys, I swear to God, Republicans and conservatives end up like the socialist. I'm not kidding, you guys. They end up like Lenin or Marx. They end up like the fucking communist, even worse than a liberal. Because a liberal will sit there and be like, dude, let the government pay for it. Let all the rich people like Warren Buffett and all the Hollywood celebrities pay for all our shit. And to a degree, I kind of agree with liberals and Democrats. I don't like all the pro-choice, pro-gay, LGBTQ crap and all that, and all their twisted modernist nonsense. But their ideas about socialism, I'm not going to say that I agree with them, because I think they make society more expensive too. Take a look at California if you want a guinea pig example. Take a look at Jerry Brown, the California legislature, Gavin Newsom, and all the liberalism out in this blue state where the Democrats have taken over this beautiful coastline and turned our whole fucking state into like Venezuela. Overcrowded, high rent, cars everywhere, pollution everywhere. Oh, they talk about global warming, and they're so against smog alerts and pollution. So what do? They legalize driving for non-citizens, which put 3 million new cars on the road, filled us with smog, high rent, crowdation, baby. People backed up at red lights, nowhere to park at night. See how much the Democrats really care about pollution? They're lying to you. They don't care. But Republicans and conservatives, we know they don't care either. Fortunately for all of you, there's me, Clark the Shark, and I am a hybrid combination of both, with only the good shit, and I try to trim out all the fucking lame bad shit. And I think the United States of America, these geniuses back in the 60s were kind of like Clark the Shark. I don't want to agree with all the modernist, liberal quasi-socialism shit that they promoted. But in some way, it's all true, baby. It's the white picket fence we're all after. Now, liberals try to control us, and they got their little brown shirts taking marching orders, who will burn it all down, baby, if you disagree with them. But on the right, with their bankers and money and all that, you've got the right, Tucker Carlson and Hannity and Gutfeld and all these people saying, Sharky, the high rent is a way of life. You got to suck it up, baby. Let the free market decide. And if you don't like it, Sharky, you're just a communist, atheist. And liberals are like, if you don't agree with us, you're just a racist, redneck, hillbilly, toothless, Alabama fool, Clark the Shark. But I would like to think all of us who are after the white picket fence, just like the United States of America. This amazing album, you guys. I don't know if they are after the white picket fence, but they know, like I know, that conservatives are just communists in a different way from liberal, and everyone kind of ends up a will to power, trying to be number one over everyone else. Everyone ends up a neo-Marxist, Leninist, Charlemagne, or whatever you want to fucking call it, baby, right here on the Clark the Shark Show. That almost looks like the Who live at Leeds. Gosh, I'm getting a Who vibe there. But I think this album just came in a plain brown paper bag in 1968. This psychedelic art rock, experimental, weirdly electronic rock too. It's ahead of its time, you guys. Genius album here. The white picket fence, maybe, you guys. Of course, it's going to get fives. No one's going to give this a 3. 5s and 4s, baby, for the United States of America. And of course, if you have DirecTV 8 tracks, you've probably heard Hard Coming Love, one of the greatest songs in the history of rock music, you guys. But all of it, the American metaphysical circus. It's like what I'm talking about, you guys, how we're all after the white picket fence, but some of us just want to burn down McDonald's or burn down Burger King or burn down Starbucks, because some fucking guy that pointed a gun at a woman's belly, that guy got killed by a cop, and then the cop got stabbed in jail. But if you ask me, Clark the Shark, the guy that pointed a gun at a pregnant woman's belly, Maybe that guy's fucking better off dead, you guys. 1-800-449-8255. I'm just saying. Cloud Song. I mean, experimental, amazing creativity here. The Garden of Earthly Delights. I mean, it's all incredible. Side one of this might be the greatest music ever recorded, you guys. Way before The Who, Tommy. I won't leave my wooden wife for you, sugar. Yeah, baby. I'm just going to keep it a family show and let you, America, since you're always chasing the white picket fence, I'm going to let you decide on that song and this whole album. Side two is like this rock opera where everything's like an allegorical or a metaphor or like just genius, you guys. Where is yesterday? I mean, even back in the 60s, they were asking that question, you know. And today I'm like, well, the liberals want to kill sentimentalism. They want to kill yesterday and the good old days as they promote a modern, electronic, computerized, robotic, heartless, soulless, no personality, no sense of humor reality that fucking sucks at 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous golden EIB Sharkerphone, the Wolfman Jack on crack. That's me, Clark the Shark, because I'm coming down. Track 2, side 2. Fucking amazing, you guys. Love song for the dead chi. You got to feel your inner chi, baby, when you're here on the Clark the Shark show. You got to keep up with me because they all imitate me on YouTube. And all the other album reviewers, probably influenced by my old channel that was thrown off the air. Not one channel, dude. I'm talking YouTube has banned and deleted 8 or 9 Clark the Shark Hagen's YouTube channels. Not just my talk radio, but also my music, my ideas, my brain. The liberals are trying to burn books again, baby. Burn, baby, burn. Because when they can't debate you, when they're losing the debate, they're losing the argument, they ban and delete you because their liberal socialist ideas don't work. But the United States of America are like, fuck it, Sharky, we might lose a debate too. So we're going to make an album all about it. And I commend that. And I command that here on the Clark the Shark show because I am stranded in time, people. Amazing song. It's all amazing. Side 2 might be better than side 1. I don't think so. But this little rock opera at the end, The American Way of Love, just, you know, like metaphor for an older man. By Bird, of course. California good time music. It's all ironic and funny and, you know, love is all. But they're trying to be funny. They're like, America sucks. Burn it all down, baby. Bring it all down, baby. Fuck it all. And in a way, I agree. Right here on the fabulous, amazing Clark the Shark show. Because the white men came over here from Europe, stole the land from the Indians, enslaved black people, brought them here, destroyed the people. That's why they make rap. That's why they rob and rape you and all that, because that's their version of being Clark the Shark. They've been treated like shit for 400 years. And I used to say, fuck them. They got to suck it up, buttercup. We all got the same situation here. And in a way we do. And maybe some people need to suck it up. But I understand, you guys, when a black dude goes and smashes the whole jewelry store and fucking steals everything in the place because rent is $3,500 a month. Brought to you by the Democrats who've brought everyone into California from all over the whole world and then given them a driver's license. And then given people from Poland, Czechoslovakia, Mexico, India, Sumatra, Ukraine, Russia, Poland, Belarus, Germany, Finland, Norway, Sweden. They come here to California, and the Democrats not only give them a driver's license, but they give the foreigner your job, and the foreigner isn't even a citizen. And that foreigner comes here and tells you what to do and calls you a racist. That's right. You don't like it, black man who votes Democrat? You don't like it, Hispanic, Latino man who votes Democrat? Well, guess what? If you don't like it, you're nothing but a Trump racist, hillbilly, toothless redneck. They make you equal to me, Clark the Shark. That's what Anderson Pooper and the liberal Democrats will do to you at 1-800-449-8255 right here on the Clark the Shark Show. And maybe that's why black people put a gun up to your head and say, give me all your fucking jewelry right now. You made my rent $3,000 a month, white man. Hand over your fucking shit. 1-800-449-8255. I don't agree with it. I think it sucks. I don't like it, but that's the way it is, baby. And here in the United States of America, these geniuses, this band saw this way back in 1968 when they did this incredible album, you guys. It just came in a brown paper bag because they're like, fuck it. We're all worthless. Joseph Bird, genius. Electronic Noise, Dorothy Moskowitz. All of them, you guys. 5 geniuses. I think they only did one album, maybe 2, not that many, but they told an American story about all of our quest for the American dream that's killing all of us. This fucking white picket fence we're all looking for, we just fucking can't find it. At 1-800-449-8255. How the fuck are we going to find it when rent is $3,500 a month, liberal Democrat? You guys have made the rent so high, the inflation so high with Joe Biden. But you know what? The Republicans like Trump and Hannity and Greg Gutfeld and Tucker and Mark Levin and the ghost of El Rushbo, they don't care either because they're like, suck it up, buttercup. If you don't like it, leave it. Love it or leave it. The red, white, and blue. The United States of America. This fucking album right here in 1968 said more about the whole fucking country and speaks volumes, you guys, about everything going on. That's right. If you're a Republican, red, white, and blue with a flag in your fucking yard, dude, you are as much a communist, I don't know, Marxist, neo-Nazi. They're all on one page of evil, just as much as a liberal, atheist, socialist, Democrat. You guys are all one. Every one of you chasing a dollar so that our rent is $3,500 a month. You're no better than each other, liberal. You're no better than Hannity. Hey, Anderson Pooper, quit making fun of Hannity. Dude, you're no better than him. Hey, Bill Maher and Howard Stern, you're no better than Hush Bimbo. You are him. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255 from the golden, fabulous EIB Sharkerphone. It's a Sharkerphone, baby. It's not a microphone. Because it was given to me by Dick Clark. When I was just 7 in 1972, because he's a fucking dick too, Dick Clark. He thought he was so great on American Bandstand. He came over to my house when I was just 7 years old with a golden Sharkerphone, not a microphone. And he gave it to my dad. He said, "Here, Gary, the United States of America, I give you this Sharkerphone." And my dad just said, "My son is mediocre. He's old hat. There's nothing new." Dick Clark said, "No way, Gary. They're all going to imitate him. They're all going to want to be like him, and many will come in his name. But they are not him. There's only one Clark the Shark. There's only one originator, inventor. I didn't just invent grunge, dude. I fucking invented you, every one of you. You're just a dream. You're just a figment of my imagination. I can make you disappear anytime I want. Right here in the United States of America. 1-800-449-8255. Because me and this Constitution and this album right here, we control you. We control your thoughts. We make you want rent to be $3,500. We want chaos. We want to burn it all down, baby, and fucking wreck it all. But it's up to you to grow a brain one day and say, I'm not going to burn shit today. I'm going to pray. I'm not going to go rob someone today. I'm not going to go fucking rape someone today. I'm going to go down to a church and pray and get on my knees and say to Almighty God, I am wrong and I'm a sinner right here in the United States of America on the Clark the Shark Show. You guys out there trying to be talk radio guys or album reviewers, you'll never be me, dude. Eddie, you're fucking awesome, bro. But you never be Clark the Shark, and you know it. I mean, Howard Stern was way before me, dude. Jim Rome was before me. El Rushbo was before me. Hannity was before me. Fucking Eminem was before me. Eazy-E was before me. Maybe. But they'll never be Clark the Shark at 1-800-449-8255 because I tell it like it is, baby. Not because I've suffered or people treat me like shit. Even if I was 6'3" and good looking and my parents loved me and everyone loved me, it wouldn't fucking matter. I'd still be Clark the Shark just the same. Because there's something about me. I don't fucking know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, baby. But the world is a will to power and nothing besides. As a guy they call the Lizard King once said, right here in the United States of America. And I want you to go buy this album at iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. And if you're just a young person, 19 years old, here in 2023, December 1, go buy this album right now. I want you to take your Taylor Swift album. Don't take a blowtorch to it. That's too nice. I want you to pour gasoline all over it and put it down in a hole and just bury it with gasoline on it. Don't even burn it. That's what you do with her. And you look at this fucking riot girl, punk rock fucking princess. I want you to listen to the Constitution of the United States of America, 1968, because this will say more than Taylor Swift will ever understand in her little fucking pea-sized bird brain. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. I'm out of here. Peace.